What's up, everyone? I'm Johnny,
And I'm Elliot.
and welcome to the Sport Mind Avenue podcast, the intersection of all things currently happening in sports and the psychological impacts it can have on athletes and the community.
And if you want to learn more about how to improve your mental understanding of sports, or you just wish to view more podcasts like this one, then go check out mind-designsports.org and get your head in the game.
Welcome back to the Sport Mind Avenue podcast, the intersection of all things currently happening in sports and the mental impacts it can have on athletes in the community. On today's episode, we recap USA kicking ass at the Olympics, NFL vaccine talk, we got a bunch on Ben's breakdown, and we have the draft of the most inspirational athletes. What's up, boys? How we doing today?
Well, I gotta say, just like Elliot said like a second ago, Ross and Rachel are back together but in real life. Sorry, I just had to break that news quickly.
Dreams really do come true.
Dreams really do come true, guys. We got J-Lo and Ben Affleck back together. Now we got Ross and Rachel pretty much back together. So pop culture references, but I'm doing good.
Shout out to David Schwimmer for pulling one of the most baddest
She's
girls
beautiful
out
woman in
there.
the world. Like literally one of the she ages like fine wine, and she does.
She's still like 20 years old in my book.
Yeah. But
All right, let's
You're
get
listening
into
now, like my phone's always open.
let's get into the big stories. You guys, a lot of people were saying some stuff. What would the U.S. do if we didn't get the most medals? What would the U.S. do if we didn't get the most golds, the most silvers, the most bronze? I guess we'll never know.
Drop a bomb.
because we got the most again, so
We are number one, once again, as usual, Olympic champions, most athletic country on earth. Everyone says we're fat, but we keep winning.
That's what happens when you work 6 days a week.
I don't know what to tell you. We
America.
grind, we get the dubs.
hey, listen.
USA number one.
Are there fat Americans in the yes? That doesn't matter because we are the best at almost
We're the
everything. in the
best.
Olympics. Does not matter. We dominated. Like the only sports that we don't do good in are is handball, which we didn't even
And
football,
ping pong.
like ping pong and badminton. Everything that we've actually won medals in mixed martial arts stuff. We won medals in everything you can think of. I mean, it's just
We did. It was impressive.
you can't tell me that America. It's just even, especially in the summer. The winter is actually more Canada and Russia. I feel like,
Mhm.
and a lot of those Scandinavian countries. But the summer, America owns the summer.
We
and
rule
always will
that.
own it. I mean, they always compare us to China
It's because we're so dang hot out here.
Yeah, I think they compare us- we are so hot out here. The thing is
It's true.
China always gets compared to the U.S., but we always beat them every single year. So
The big emphasis
Yeah.
on they always get compared to us.
I mean, China doesn't know how to close in the Olympics. They were leading the golds for a while,
Yeah,
then
'cause
we
they
just
win
snuck
because
up
Johnny,
and
they
won
win,
again.
like,
Here we go.
because they win in the first couple days. It's like table tennis medal rounds. It's like table tennis.
Yeah,
and badminton.
congratulations on winning the most irrelevant events. Now,
Hey,
here
shout
we are
out to them,
dunking
though.
on France.
That stuff
I'll
is
see you
like
later.
crazy. You watch those videos,
Table
they're
tennis is
going like a
crazy.
million miles an hour.
They're
Like they're out here like Forrest
It
Gump.
is actually insane watching them play.
They
No,
start
no.
off like right next to the table, and next thing you know, they're like 50 feet away from it.
But yeah, the final medal count ended up, we had 113 total with 39 golds. China came in second. They couldn't even break triple digits. They were at 88 with 38 golds. So a real statement Olympics by the U.S. for all the haters out there.
I guess we'll go more deftly, but just a couple shout outs. U.S. basketball sweeping the floor like we always do. Everyone doubted us after we lost to France. We actually got revenge on them in the medal game. So go U.S. basketball. Never expect them to lose.
Shout out U.S. baseball, though. Caught a bunch of prospects and Todd Frazier getting the silver medal. Love it. Love it.
I mean, you can't expect them to beat Japan against a bunch of superstars. I mean, those guys are the pros in Japan. Like they didn't.
Yeah.
If you bring in the major league guys, I'm sure the U.S. wins the gold. I think it would have been.
It would wipe the floor. I think it would have ended up being U.S., Dominican Republic, then Japan.
Even Cuba.
the
Cuba's
pros
a dark
could play.
horse. Cuba's a dark horse team.
I agree.
If you have the pros from Cuba, dark horse team. Not a team that might win, but maybe a team that sneaks in there on the medals. And then
Cuba?
women's soccer. I mean, you got a tough out in Canada in the semis, but they still got a bronze. I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. I mean, everyone kind of did something.
You can't expect them to
That
win
was
everything.
nice.
Yeah. It's nice when those smaller countries get out there too, you know?
Yeah.
The smaller African countries, smaller Central Asian countries,
Yeah.
and even European countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shout out those
all in all,
Kazakhstans.
Oh no,
And-
sorry, you keep going.
No, you're good.
No, I said all in all. I mean, we got the winter coming up this winter, so if you guys want to talk about that, I'm pretty excited about the winter. I'm more of a winter person, actually.
I'm the summer guy.
I like
Maybe because you live up north.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm an ice person. I used to ski.
Yeah, you are a hockey guy.
I love the skiing. I love this. I'm a snow ice guy. I like even curling's cool to watch, and if people think it's boring, I do not think it's that boring to watch.
Curling's kind of fire.
Dude,
I don't understand where
it's
someone
awesome.
goes to just just curl. Is
they
there
go-
a curling rink, or you have like special days? Is it like what's that shuffleboard down in Florida? Like you just got a shuffleboard some court, and all the
Shuffleboard's
dads,
lit.
all the dads just show up one day like drunk and like, you want to go slide
We
on
need
some
bocce
ice?
ball. Bocce ball should be an Olympic sport. That would be
Bocce ball's
awesome.
pretty
I mean, what would you guys
Bocce ball is hype.
What would you guys think of I mean, I think curling. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I think curling is like it's intense. Like they go like just like ping pong. They're like making like sound.
Yeah, I mean they're professional ice cleaners. It's
Yeah.
incredible
It's
to watch.
literally, the
It's
ice-
so cool.
The ice version of shuffleboard.
Surfboard, yeah, and it's cool because it's awesome. I mean, listen, I'll name a couple events in the winter which I just love to watch. You got snowboard half pipe, which is just the best. Or you got even if you guys ever, I mean, I
Ben's
love
frozen.
watching
We got the luge.
It's too icy out here. He's getting frozen.
the luge. Oh yeah, bobsleigh and luge.
Oh, those are cool. They're like all so in sync, but
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for the Winter Olympics coming up. It's honestly, it's really cool having it like back to back like this. Like you just don't expect it because it's just not supposed to happen, and now we're just blessed with it.
Yeah.
So
do you guys know when it starts?
It starts in February.
yeah, February.
It's always after the Super Bowl. It's always the week after the Super Bowl. So it'll be like February 10th. It's always around my birthday because my birthday's on Valentine's Day.
It's on February 4th.
It is? Okay.
All right.
That's good. No,
We'll have a lot to cover.
that would be
Love it.
great to watch. Also hockey. I'm so excited for the NHL players to be back in the Olympics.
Yep.
I actually looked at something today with the hockey. So I'm gonna read this to you guys because I know you guys are gonna know, at least you, Johnny, you're gonna know pretty much all of these names. If I can just find it. It was Team Canada's started 4 lines, and they should not lose a game. This team is absurd. It was Sidney Crosby, Brad Marchand, and Bergeron on the same line. That's insane.
Oh my God.
No.
Yo,
Connor
wow.
McDavid, Nathan McKinnon. You know those names.
Yeah.
Ronnie Gord on the Lightning is good. They have Drew Doughty. This team.
Wow.
But I can keep naming guys that you might even know. It's this Team Canada this year in the Olympics. I mean, I hope the U.S. does well, but this Team Canada should never lose.
Yeah, that's a lock right
Damn.
there. If they lose, that's a bigger upset than like the U.S. basketball team losing.
I just don't like the team U.S. has Austin Matthews. We'll have like Charlie McAvoy will be there. I'm sure we'll have. I actually want to look it up quickly before we get to the next. I just want to see. I found it was such a good. It was like the 4 lines, and it was like of Team Canada, like the 4 lines, and then let me
I
find.
mean, honestly, it's expected, right? Canada, Russia, and us.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it
You
is.
know,
man.
like
This
in
team,
some formation, those 3 will be medalists in ice
Those guys
hockey.
eat hockey pucks for
Right, guys,
breakfast.
yeah. So, and then their goalies are going to be Carey Price and Marc-Andre Fleury. Right?
Oh,
Yeah, ready? So
I mean, come on.
Price.
That's
we have,
insane.
Mark Stone plays for the Golden Knights. He's
Yeah.
all-star. Mitch Marner, Braden Point, Jesus. Ryan O'Reilly, he's good. Jonathan Huberdeau, Dougie Hamilton, Kill McCarr, Drew Doughty, Alex Petrangelo. Jesus. All right, I just got
That's insane.
out. Team Canada, if Team Canada loses even to the U.S. in the Olympics in hockey, that's one of the biggest upsets. I just this team is just I don't know. I just that really it stuck out to me today. Seeing that roster, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I could understand why. That's insane. That is ridiculous.
Do you think there's any shot by that time that COVID will be in full throttle, or do you think it'll be kind of
it'll be
died
booster
down by
shots.
then?
There might not be fans there again though. There might be
That would suck.
no fans again probably, but they'll be there.
It's a few months away, so we should.
You know what? That's a good transition for this next topic, which is, I mean, vaccine talk in general, but with the little scope of the NFL too. So it's something that's being like overlooked a lot, especially by us because we just haven't really talked about it at all.
Yeah,
but the new vaccine rules in the NFL, how you can just lose your pay if you are a case that breaks out on the team, like it's just mind-blowing to me. But yeah, I don't really know where we want to go with this, so I'm going to open the floor to a discussion with you guys. So
I mean, Elliot, you can go first because I've been talking a lot, so go ahead. I want you to
I don't really think anyone should be forced to take the vaccine, but I think it should be highly encouraged because especially with the surge in cases that we've seen now going into football season, it's not going to be a good look because I definitely think that if they haven't gotten it already, it's going to be just like last year where we're going to have a bunch of these sporadic cases of
we're going to have like Wednesday games again, like Wednesday evening games again. Remember that? Like Wednesday, Tuesday night, like no.
It's going to be messed up. And then if they stick to this where you're not going to be able to get paid, you're not going to win the game, you're going to have to forfeit, people are going to revolt. And you might have a standout or a lockout of the NFL if this goes sporadic. And I can't say that you force it, but it should be highly encouraged. And I think this is what they're doing to encourage it. And I think as soon as it happens once and they see that it's real, like as soon as that first team gets COVID and they're like, oh, wow, like they actually said, you guys aren't getting paid, you guys are going to lose this game, it might encourage other fans and players to get the vaccine.
Yep.
Yeah, I also feel like there's been this is a really sensitive topic to be talking about because there's good points for both sides of it. But where I kind of have the issue is a lot of people are now acting like they are scientists and they have been studying this vaccine themselves and they know exactly what they're talking about. Yeah. When in reality, they're like some 25-year-old who just got out of college with student loans out the ass. And like that's the infuriating part because a lot of misinformation gets spread. Like the biggest thing that annoys me is when they say, oh, well, you could still get you can still get COVID if you get the vaccine. Like, yeah, obviously. The vaccine is just meant to weaken any serious symptoms. It's not meant to just prevent it. Like, it's the lack of information and trusted sources that a lot of people are starting to listen to is what's really causing the big issue with us not being able to bring a lot of fans back and a lot of outbreaks starting up again. And that's what, like, we as a country need to work on being better than that.
I have a huge take on this. And I'm not going to get political because, again, this isn't political, and people are making it
shouldn't
political.
It should not be political.
It's a matter of life and death.
People are making it political, and I'm saying this is to my family who has not gotten vaccinated in Florida yet. This is not political, guys. I don't care what DeSantis is saying. This is dangerous. This Delta variant is dangerous. Okay, this is not a joke anymore. And the thing is, with NFL, and here's my thing: if COVID wasn't as political, like as the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone get the vaccine, but it's gotten so political that it's became this either I'm anti-vax or pro-vax. Okay, so now getting into the NFL, I think I understand you shouldn't be forcing anyone to get the vaccine, and that's what the anti-vaxxers are saying. Oh, it's my choice, it's my freedoms. That's great. Here's my thing: don't stop being selfish and get the vaccine. Okay, That's my honest opinion, because it's unfair to everyone else around you. So say this, and I don't know about Cam Newton. I heard maybe Cam Newton to get vaccinated. So Cam Newton gets COVID. All the Jarrett Stidham and Mac Jones are vaccinated. Cam Newton still brings in COVID to the locker room.
Everyone
No
gets sick.
problem.
Everyone
Patriots
No
keep
problem. I don't
losing.
care.
has to lose out on that.
Lose out on a game. Everyone, you're hurting your entire team. All I'm saying is you're not only hurting yourself, because if you want to harm yourself, if you want to get sick, deal with getting COVID, and you might not have it that badly. You might have breathing. You might have it really badly. You might have after effects of COVID, like the breathing. Especially with the new Delta variant. This Delta variant is not a joke. This is a worse variant from the COVID of last year. Because I personally didn't think the COVID of last year was that serious. This is worse. And the thing is yeah, it's not going to hit these vaccinated players hard at all. Still getting them COVID. Still going to get tested. The league is still going to punish you for getting COVID. Period. And I would hate to see even a team my team, the Patriots, are playing against. If that team has to forfeit, that's just stupid. Like, you don't want that. Like,
It's going to be interesting to see, though, is that you can still test positive while having the vaccine.
Yeah.
So let's say the whole team is vaccinated, but the whole team gets COVID. But so do they still lose out on that option?
Yeah.
Because they chose to get vaccinated. They're safe. They're safe from this Delta variant, but they still have it. They can't play because, let's say, the other team that they're playing doesn't have their vaccines. So they give them COVID, and now half that team is in the ICU.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways of where.
And it's just like, I get it. Like,
you can still get hurt.
You can't be like China and force people to do stuff. And that just goes for everyone. Like, President Biden has been trying his hardest. People think Biden's forcing to get it. I don't care if you like Biden or not. He's not forcing to get it. He's just encouraging you highly to get it. Because
you legally you cannot be forced to get a vaccine, but it's like
it's not
like what's gonna happen to you? Like, you get 2 shots and
I got
you're chilling.
a shot on my arm.
I got a shot. My arm was
right
a little
here.
sore, and then I walked it off.
I'm sitting here. I'm living. I feel great.
I'm alive.
I'd rather not get COVID. Okay.
But like,
hey, and if we all turn into zombies, like, I guess that's what God imagined for us. So, like,
it's a really tricky situation because you can't force people to do it.
It's like
it's just like it's like a common sense thing. Like, come on,
have you ever
just
seen
get the shot.
Rick and Morty, when Rick like turns the entire Earth into like monsters. Remember that episode?
Yeah,
that's what he was. Yeah, like remember that? And like Morty like tries to use like a love potion on like.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, now we have to destroy this whole like universe."
They have to destroy the entire Earth, that dimension of Earth. They like, destroyed it and then went to another dimension.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what's gonna happen, I guess. According to the anti-vaxxers, that's gonna happen. I listen. If you don't want to get the vaccine for certain reasons, I respect that. I'm just saying to the NFL, it's just gonna hurt your team if you don't get the vaccine.
Yeah,
something against you.
Get it done.
Not even with the NFL. I gotta say this. So like, I know a lot of people who work paycheck to paycheck, and my sister, like, she just got COVID and had to miss 2 weeks of work, and that sets her back so much in terms of paying for rent, paying for food. Yeah. She can't go and do all these things because someone decided, all right, I'm gonna not get my vaccine. I'm not going to care. I'm not going to get tested. And I'm going to just walk around dilly-dallying. And then you put so many people's lives in jeopardy, not only in terms of their health, their physical health, but also their mental health, trying to get by every day. And, a lot of people don't have health insurance too. You can't even it's hard for some people to even get tested because if you don't have health insurance, in order to get like rapid testing, you have to pay for it, and unless you have health insurance, which is hard too. I wish they'd do a better job of just letting it more be easier to get. They definitely laxed off on it a little bit in terms of like letting people get their tests done. Like last year, you would look around, there's a testing site everywhere, and now it's kind of hard to find a testing site, which is kind of a struggle. But I don't know. It's not in our hands
Not
to deal
even,
with.
even college sports guys. Like, what's gonna happen with like the NCAA enforcing it too? Like, I'm curious to see what's gonna be with basketball. Like, are they gonna be like? Because a lot of schools are forcing kids to get vaccinated. So, what about the athletes that don't want to get vaccinated? Like, I'm sure it's.
They might lose out on options.
I mean, most programs are doing a threshold where it's like, we're not forcing you, but like we're gonna get 80% minimum for herd immunity. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we're only at like a little under 50% vaccinated. In order to get herd immunity in the U.S., we have to be at, I think it's like 80, 90%.
Yeah, it's
Because
up
this
there.
virus will one day be immunity. I'm just saying, like, there's always going to be more and more variants of the virus. I mean, even the flu, there was the swine flu.
Yeah. Just wait until flu season comes around. We have to deal with not only COVID, but flu. And if you have COVID, that makes you immunocompromised to a lot of other things. So you go out, you have COVID, and then you get the flu. Now you're really in trouble.
Yeah. I kind of want to end it on just a general statement.
Yeah.
I got my shots back in April. I've been waiting to enjoy regular life again. To all of you not getting the vaccine, please stop being assholes and go get the vaccine so we can all live a normal life. It's 2 shots that you have to get. Then you are done. You don't have to worry about it for another year.
Maybe get a booster
Just
shot.
get the vaccine so we can all chill out and have fun. I don't understand why you have to be such a jackass. I don't get it.
The U.S. government spying on you. Here's the biggest thing. If you think you're getting spied on, go on your damn phone.
Guess what? They don't
Bro,
care much
if you don't
about
want to
you
get spied on
you. They don't care enough. They don't care enough to spy on you. Just get the vaccine.
Here's another thing.
Come on.
Thank you, Johnny. Here's my thing.
done living in quarantine.
Yeah. To people who aren't getting vaccinated too, you understand what you're doing is just ruining it more. You're gonna just dig yourself into a deeper hole. And even if you hate how the U.S. government is working right now, I don't care how Biden's enforcing it. If people keep getting really sick, they're gonna have to shut down the country again, and then you're gonna complain. Don't blame us. Don't blame the government. Don't blame the vaxxers. Blame yourself. I'm just saying, blame yourself. It's your fault if you don't get vaccinated because if you don't want to, but it's your fault because you're just gonna get more people sick. Sorry, I mean, don't blame yourself.
I read up on this cool article. It's saying like, America's so divided now because when you're on top and there's no one else to fight with, you have to pick fights with yourself. Yeah. And I think that's why we get divided in so many things now. Yeah, whether like it's politics, vaccinations, sports, whatever it might be. We don't have any other like big enemies right now that can really like, hurt us. So we have to hurt ourselves. And I think that shouldn't drive us any more than it has now. So just, unite and be a bigger force and try to throw that away.
Also, if your vaccine views are politically driven, you need a reality check and
listen to the
maybe
science.
An IQ test because this is ridiculous.
My thing, I don't care what news you watch; they have their opinions. Listen to the scientist.
Yeah, if you're basing on politics, you are an idiot.
If you listen to any of the politicians, they do not know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Listen to the scientists. You understand that these scientists have worked their entire Fauci. I don't care if you like him or not. He has devoted 60 years of his life to freaking medical stuff. I don't care. He has to follow it every day. Like, just listen to the doctors. It's unfair to them either. They're putting their life trying to save your lives. Because I know that one of you. Because listen, one of you is due to get sick. I'm just saying, like, if you don't, you gotta listen to the scientists.
Living in Florida, like. The big issue is like it impacts our freedoms. And it's just like, okay, yeah, when we're in quarantine, it impacts our freedoms. But also if you get vaccinated, we won't be in quarantine. So, just a quick little knowledge nugget for all of you that don't know what you're talking about.
When people were getting vaccinated, the country opened up again. I mean,
crazy, right? Who would have thought?
Oh my God.
That's unthinkable.
No, they want us to shut down forever. They want us to be. No, it's just the government. Like, I get it. Like, if you don't, but like.
Not everything needs to be political. This is a medical issue. Get it out of politics. Just get the vaccine. You're not
Hey,
going to die from it.
hey,
Just
listen.
get it and get it done with.
Donald Trump got it. Joe Biden got it. Every politician's gotten it too. Just
But
so you know that.
apparently you guys can't. I'm sure DeSantis got it.
They
You
get
just
it.
won't.
If you don't get your vaccine, just stay home.
Yeah,
Stay
yeah.
home.
Honestly, yeah. Just stay home. You can enjoy your own quarantine. I don't need you near me.
And if you want to go out and get, I don't know.
It's just frustrating because we're all in college, so like
This is
we just
ridiculous.
want to go out and have fun and enjoy, the only couple of years
Right.
we have of no responsibility.
And
But all of you
guys-
are ruining it for us, so think about that. Think about the children who can't even go to school because of you. So
No, I mean,
that's where I'll end it.
Can I just say in Florida there has been over 400 cases of kids getting sent home for quarantine already in 2 days. In 2
Yeah.
days.
That's
2
it.
days.
That's all it
Two.
takes.
2. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just so
All right, we're
frustrating.
getting a little wound up here, so let's go ahead. We'll move to Ben's breakdown. Avoid any further.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Frustration.
Hey, Ben.
Listen, I'm good. I'm glad we talked about it because it needed to be addressed. I don't
Yeah,
care.
it's just frustration at this point that needs
that
to be
is
aired
the
out.
health of the athletes, health of the people of America, health of the world, health of the
Yeah.
world. I mean, even the Olympics, guys. If more people are vaccinated, maybe the Olympics. There have been fans in the Olympics this year. I'm just saying, that was more of a worldwide thing still. Yeah. So all right, we're gonna get back into sports here.
Just had to be said.
Let's start on with some NBA free agency, guys. Dennis Schroeder signs with my Boston Celtics. That's a great signing.
Yes. Can we talk about that for a second?
Schroeder fumbled the bag. Let's go in on this guy.
No.
Hold on.
It wasn't Schroeder. It was his agent. It was his
Also,
agent.
yeah, but Schroeder could have just signed
What's
that
his-
80 mil contract a year ago, and he just
Uh,
didn't.
Rich
Why?
Paul. Rich Paul. All on him. That 4-year deal. Amazing. Was it $87 million?
Yeah.
That's a way better deal. But I think he'll be good fit in Boston.
It'll be great.
He just needs
I'm
the
okay
ball
with it.
out. That's
Yeah.
it.
I really do okay. So a couple other signings. We had the Kawhi Leonard officially goes back to the Clippers. We kind of saw that.
Yep.
coming. Got his
Mhm.
money guarantee.
4-year deal.
Yep. Let's keep going here. What else has happened in the last? KD got an extension, right? KD got the big extension.
KD, Luka got a fat rookie extension.
Yep.
Deserved it.
Yes, he did.
I was actually kind of surprised KD took that extension, and KD's a guy that bounces around and all that crap. And I mean, I'm surprised he's staying in Brooklyn.
I love it.
So he'll be
He
in
found his
Brooklyn.
home.
To you Nets fans for a good while. Hopefully he will be. It says here Iguodala went back to the Warriors. That's actually
He did. So now you
did.
basically have that same roster, except just switch out Harrison Barnes for Wiggins. And I mean, they could probably still compete as long as Clay
he's healthy.
can come back and stay healthy.
Same player,
Yeah.
It's just a couple
Warriors.
George Hill went back to the Bucks, which I thought was kind of an interesting
Mhm.
sign. Because the Bucks it's Giannis and Middleton, then it's usually just a lot of role players, So the Bucks,
Yeah.
that's a good. I just think we talked more about the bigger signings last week, a couple extensions and a couple late signings, but nothing. I like it. I think NBA free agency was really good this year, even though it wasn't even the biggest, highest profile names. It was still
A lot of action.
Can we go back to Dennis Schroeder real quick?
Sure, yeah.
I want to pose a question. Do you guys
Okay.
think it's better that he chose less money on a team that isn't run by LeBron James, where he has to be the second man, third man, fourth man to LeBron, and be on a team where he has more leeway in terms of his decision making on the court? Or do you think he should have taken that bigger deal and stayed with the team that's averaging 34 in age?
I think he likes himself. I think Schroeder I think maybe he didn't want to be in the Lakers path because maybe he didn't want to be with all those guys. I think he would rather be on the Celtics team that he's probably going to have more of a role in, right? He's going to be a big role in this team. I mean, he's going to come off the bench, and I think the Celtics are going to be very good this year. I think they're not going to be the best team in the East by any standards, but if we can get maybe another guy here too, Tatum and Brown just got to stay healthy. I mean, Robert Williams is still good. I just think he just doesn't stay healthy. If he stays healthy, it's like the tides turn because he's a great
Yeah.
defender. The problem is, and then that's the thing. Robert Williams got to stay healthy. We got Horford back. We got Josh Richardson. We have Smart still. So our guards are good. Our bigs are a little sus. If, again, Robert Williams has got to stay healthy for the Celtics to be really contending.
Dennis Cantor.
And this Cantor is an okay signing. He can rebound and score. He's not a great defender, though. But
Bro, I hate watching that man play basketball. Just watching him run down the court.
He
Like,
runs so
annoys me.
odd. He runs.
He does high knees all the way down the court. It's so funny.
And it's my favorite player, but he hasn't. I just don't hate him. Like, dude, I prefer him over like, I don't know. Like, I was not a fan of. I'm not a big Grant Williams guy. I don't know. Like, he's just isn't
He's all right.
Oh, listen. All I gotta say is the young guys like Naismith has really looked like now into some summer league stuff. I mean, bounce into that, man. Like, how about
Cunningham?
Yeah,
Balling.
Like a baller.
he's good.
Jalen Green?
But I was telling
Jalen Green's been nuts.
but
He's out for the rest of the summer league with a hamstring soreness.
But he was balling, bro.
Naismith has looked. But Elliot Naismith has looked really good on the Celtics.
Yeah,
Another
Naismith.
one.
I don't know. I think he's good. He's good.
I'm telling you, but no, yeah, Kate Cunningham has looked great. Summer league just keeps getting more attention. It's like Washington.
Yeah, Struss from the Heat. He's been balling too.
Balling
he had
out.
a game winner the other night. Looked
Jello?
great. I love
Does Jello make a
playing.
return to the NBA?
I hope so, bro. I hope so.
Everything on Instagram is just hyping him up, trying to like put him back in the league. Every time I go on Sports Center, it's like Jello highlight. Jello does this. He does that. Yeah, did you see his get his buzzer beater one-legged three-pointer he made yesterday? That was insane. I think he definitely has a chance to return into the league, and I think he perfected his shot a little bit more, and he could do some damage.
Yeah, I watched the series Ball in the Family. I don't know if you guys watch it too, but he turned his life around after that whole UCLA and China incident. And I just really want to see him get his chance to really ball out in the league. I think he has the tools to do it. And with his brother on that team, like, there's already great chemistry there, you know? So
I would love to see the Hornets do well.
Those two, Oubre, Hayward, that whole squad, they got a little swagger.
I forgot they just got Kelly Oubre too.
They got some swagger.
Charlotte's
and they have off the court swag, which is cool, especially if you want to market your team not only with your basketball skills, but your off court awareness. And you want that clout is really cool. It's really cool. The Lakers maximized it when they had Kyle Kuzma and LeBron James. All the attention was all over like Kyle Kuzma with the Kardashians or the Jenners or whatever, and then you got LeBron James doing LeBron things, and Alex Caruso being the dad of the league. So I think you could do the same thing with the Hornets.
Can I just so basketball obviously is a big thing, big news. I mean, it's like basketball. It's like NFL and NBA now. It's like the season never even ends. It's like signings, summer league, like or training camp in the NFL. It's like it never stops. Mini camp, like summer league. They have like training camps. Like NBA starts in October, right? It just never ends.
Yeah.
Draft was right. So, but NHL, I forgot to touch on this free agency. I don't know. I love to talk about hockey here. We can't hate on this. You gotta appreciate a couple big signings in hockey because there were a lot of splashes in hockey this year. Dougie Hamilton left the Carolina Hurricanes to sign a 6-year deal with the Devils. That surprised me a lot. He left Carolina for the Devils, who are a team with a lot of young talent. They have the Hughes brothers and they have PK Subban, but Devils aren't very good. So that was I was surprised he left. Yeah, I mean, there's just a couple. I got guys, a couple names. The Lightning, finally, the stupid Lightning, man. Some of the players finally left. Like
it's about time.
Blake Coleman went to the Calgary Flames. A couple guys have left. Jaden Schwartz from the Blues signed with the Seattle Kraken. That's a great signing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see that?
Yep. Love it.
You like him. He's Mike Hoffman went to the Montreal Canadiens from the Blues. Ryan Suter, a very good, very veteran, serviceable defenseman, left a long-time Minnesota Wild defenseman. He went to the Dallas Stars. The Stars are a team that's with Sagan back this year who can contend for the Cup, I think. I just want to say a couple, you guys got Philip Grubauer from the
Mhm.
Avalanche. Grubauer, he's very interesting. I didn't think he was that good, but you'll see.
I looked into it. It wasn't anything that was like, wow, this guy's insane. But like he's solid, you know.
Solid.
He gets the job done.
Zach Hyman left the Maple Leafs for the Edmonton Oilers. So the Oilers, I mean, you get him there with McDavid and Draisaitl now, and this Oilers team, like, they haven't made it out of that first round. Like, I want to see McDavid in the cup. I want to see a cup with McDavid.
I do.
I'm ready to see maybe that's what we need. We need a McDavid cup, like Connor McDavid versus like I don't know, Oilers versus who's in there, young Austin Matthews. I hate Toronto though. I can't cheer, but like,
Well, Toronto will never make it out of the first round. I
round.
mean, they're deadlocked. Like,
I'm just looking at a couple
Maple
more.
not
Bleeds.
possible.
Just a couple of signings I thought you guys would like maybe want to just touch
Yep.
on. It just the NHL had a good week this year. So yeah, now going into some NFL. We got all 4 sports today. NFL.
Shout out to Deion Lewis.
Retire 10 years, baby. Hey, 2-time. Oh no, was it? Did he win?
One-time Super Bowl with the Patriots.
Yeah, then got overpaid by the Titans, and then talked crap about the Patriots. Then sucked and got released by the Titans. But he retired today. Still great career, underdog kind of player, underdog kind of story. Bounced around a couple years, found his niche in New England. Became a Pro Bowl caliber running back. That's what the Patriots do. They make you look good for about a year or two, get overpaid somewhere else. But he was good. He had a good couple years. Good for him.
Man, I still can't believe that it's like a thing to retire at 31.
Yeah, running backs.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
I see it with running backs though. It's not as uncommon with running backs.
Yeah, he had that broken leg. What in 20?
He tore his ACL with the Patriots one year. It was bad. I mean, he tore his ACL with the Patriots. I mean, he's had some injuries. So good creative deal. Training camp. I mean, preseason started last week. Or last night. The Steelers and Eagles played last night. You saw a little bit of Dwayne Haskins come in the game. Maybe the future for the Steelers. I don't know.
Did you guys see that they might change the Washington football team to the Washington Red Wolves?
I like
That'd
that.
be kind of cool.
I
I
like that.
that.
Ooh, I like that. That's like really I do. Like that's a very I like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Well, yeah, going into
That'd
that
be a cool mascot too.
Washington football team, they banned. So this is a big deal. They banned face paintings that like you can't dress up like a Native American at any Washington football team at the game.
You can't
Makes
even bring any
sense.
garments or any type of memorabilia there either.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Unless you are Native American, you
can't wear a
shouldn't be
Redskins
wearing
hat at
that.
the game.
Period.
You can't wear a Redskins hat at the game.
I do gotta say, what about
Uh,
Halloween? Like, are we gonna start canceling Halloween?
No, I would say
No, that's different.
like you can't do black.
Is it? You're dressing up as something to be fun, to be funny, even like
I don't think I've ever come across someone dressing up as a Native American for Halloween. At
I
least where I've
definitely
lived.
have. You remember back when Cowboys and Indians, like that's canceled now. That's gone.
Yeah,
But like
true.
back when I was a kid, we used to play Cowboys and Indians, and now you
It's
can't
canceled.
do that. You
Nope.
cannot do that.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Oh, man.
Usually, I just see like a bunch of cats or bunnies on Halloween, and like some football players, stuff like that.
But that's
I
just
never
college
really
town
see
stuff,
like
though.
Native Americans. but-
going.
That's because we're in a college town right now.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense for the Washington football team to ban that, though. Understandable.
So Washington football team played against the New England Patriots last night. I was actually at the game.
It was close.
Fill
saw-
us in, Ben.
I saw Cam and Mac play. I think Cam is still getting way too much hate. Like he played like the first possession, he threw incomplete pass because Chase Young almost sacked him. Like that's not. Cam looked fine.
Chase Young looked like a beast out there too.
Yeah. Cam Newton
Always does, man.
Cam Newton is a beast. Cam Newton might not be the guy for the Patriots, but just give him a couple games. Gotta give Cam. But
He
Mac
knows he's
Jones-
not the future.
not the
so
future. But
Yeah.
Mac Jones looking good last night.
Mac and cheese.
I like it.
Mac is actually He looks like Tom Brady a little bit. I'm telling you, man. He had like this Tom Brady poise to him. I like it.
He's the perfect fit for that offense. He really is. Like
check downs, little throws.
Yeah.
Throw a nice deep one out. He threw a beautiful pass. This guy who dropped it, Christian Wilkerson, is like one of the. He might have made the team.
Yeah, our wide receivers are not looking good.
No, but
I mean, when do they? You know,
none of them played really last. I mean, like N'Keal Harry played, but like.
Yeah, N'Keal Harry had like 1 or 2 receptions.
Yeah, I mean Johnny Smith had a nice break. Like, Johnny Smith will be good, and
what about Stevenson, the running back?
he's gonna be good, dude.
That man is a beast.
He's a sleeper pick for fantasy stardom. I like him.
The Patriots had some really good draft picks this year, I think, and I really liked their first 4 picks. They got Mac Jones, they got Christian Barrymore, who you're gonna hear a lot about in the next few years. You watch, he's gonna be our D lineman. He is good from Alabama.
It sucks you guys are gonna be in 3rd place this year with that team, though.
We're gonna win the division. I'm telling you, man.
You're funny.
The division?
We can win the division this year. There's people saying we can win it. I think we have the roster, we have the defense. We just gotta.
Pats fans, first time I've seen them in denial. Everyone take a look. In denial.
The Bills should be the favorites, but the Patriots could.
Bills then Finns, bro. Finns have been building up that team. They went. No shot.
They're definitely gonna be good this year.
I don't know.
You guys would get smoked by us when we had a terrible team.
Yeah, but
you had Tom Brady.
That was the Miami curse. We just never played well in Miami.
Yeah, we're a New England team. We play in negative 5-degree weather.
We
beat you there too. I mean, we beat you everywhere.
We don't play in like 100. It's also division. Division games are tough. I mean, we also don't play in 100-degree weather we play in like Elliot said, -5 in January versus.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a biased opinion because I am a Dolphins fan, but it's just fun to mess with you.
I know. It's a good division, man. This is a good division. I mean, the only team. They're the Jets though. That's the only team. They said Zach Wilson's looking like crap, and
shocker.
I didn't think he was that good coming out of college, man. He played at BYU, played against crappy teams all year. I mean, it was like BYU played against like.
And move the camera away from your face.
I do like his sister though. Just saying.
He is.
His mom too.
He is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just he's all right. He's athletic. He has athletic talents, but he's not like anything. It's the Jets, guys. I mean, the Jets are just cursed, I think.
Jets will never be good. I don't think they'll ever win a Super Bowl anytime soon.
A lifetime?
Or probably ever make it into the playoffs while we're relevant.
Yeah, I mean, I want you guys to think about this, actually, and tell me what you think. The Jets have had so many, like, first-round picks for quarterbacks, going back to, like, the 80s with, what was his name? They could have drafted Dan Marino. Instead, they drafted, what's his name? He wasn't even that bad, but he definitely could have – he wasn't Dan Marino. But whatever. They got Mark Sanchez bust.
Butt fumble.
Geno
Smith.
The butt fumble.
Geno Smith bust.
Knocked out by his own teammate. Just keep going down the line. I'll give you the story.
Oh, my God. even Chad Pennington. They drafted Chad Pennington.
The babyface assassin has no knees with him.
No knees.
It's just brutal to watch the Jets, man.
Oh, no. Was it Ken O'Brien was his name? He got drafted in the 80s. He was okay, but he wasn't.
I mean, who?
Exactly. He was.
They just keep messing up.
Is that his name, Ken O'Brien? The Jets could have drafted Tom Brady. They drafted Chad Pennington over him. Everyone drafted everyone over Tom Brady anyway. But
sure. I mean, if Tom Brady went to the Jets, we probably would have never heard about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tough to say, but
what was his name?
He would have suffered from the Jets curse.
It was Ken O'Brien. Ken O'Brien was the first curse for the Jets because Joe Namath was the one Jets quarterback to win. Like
hero.
No one has ever been able to live up to the Jets hype. Like
I mean, they had Brett Favre.
He sucked too on the Jets.
He was Brett Favre, I guess. Just a name that year.
The thing, he sucked on the Jets, right? Didn't make the playoffs in 08. He goes to the Vikings, almost makes it to the Super Bowl. So
I mean, what sums up the Jets franchise is when they were on Hard Knocks, they were more focused on eating snacks than playing football. So That sums up the whole story of their franchise right there.
I'm just saying. The Jets, that's a curse. But I don't know. There's a couple more preseason games on this weekend, or every other team's gonna play, so it'll be fun to see a couple of teams. I've been hearing. I mean, I look at the power rankings. The Chiefs are obviously the Chiefs and the Bucks are favored to win. But what I want to ask you guys, what do you think? Who's an underrated dark horse teams? Because I think the Patriots are dark horse team. I do think the Dolphins are a dark horse team. I agree with you. Dolphins have a very good roster. Let me think. We got
The Chargers, I think, are a dark horse team.
Herbert. How about the Vegas Raiders? I've heard they're never like a team you should sleep on.
They never are, man.
They
can pop off.
The Washington football team.
Nah, they won't be it for a little while.
Good defense.
I love Fitzpatrick, but like,
it's magic.
It's not going to be enough, you know.
Good receivers though. Good defense.
They do magic. Just can't make his card tricks work.
Yeah. I'm gonna say to you right now, dark horse team, the Chicago Bears. Good defense.
I agree. If Justin Fields comes in, balls out rookie year, the Bears are gonna be back. It's as simple as that.
Vikings to make wild card.
Cowboys could potentially be back.
Division, but you know, in the Cowboys, something will happen with them.
Yeah.
Saints could make a wild card.
The Colts with Carson
Colts
Wentz
are solid
if they're healthy.
If Wentz stays healthy and can play even half as good as his MVP year, yeah, like we'll be chilling. But
that whole team is nasty. I'm actually looking. The Ravens are always going to be a team to look out for, I guess.
Their defense nasty, plus Lamar Jackson. Like, that team's unbelievable.
But I'm picking the Cleveland. Ready? All right, guys, here's what we're going to do quickly. I'm going to do a quick speed round of who's going to win every division. All right, I'm picking the Bills to win the AFC East. As much as I hope the Patriots to win, I picked the Bills to win. I'm picking the Browns to win the AFC North. I think the Cleveland Browns, top to bottom, have the best roster in that division. I think if Baker just manages –
I want to see them do well.
I think if Baker just manages the game well, Browns should win that division.
They went 11-5 last year.
I'm picking. So. This is going to be closer than you think. I'm picking the Titans to win the division. That's only because the Colts have so many injury-prone people like Carson Wentz and Quentin Nelson's hurt. But if the Colts are healthy, they'll give the Titans a run for their money in that division. AFC West, you got to go with the Chiefs.
That's a lock. Chargers maybe get wild card.
Sorry, Justin Herbert. He's going to be good. Chargers could be a wild card team, but no. Even the Raiders are going to be interesting, but Chiefs win that division. I'm picking the Dallas Cowboys to win the NFC East. As much as I hate the Cowboys, the roster, top to bottom, if Dak can play, again, half decent with that team should win that division. NFC North, Aaron Rodgers is back in town. Green Bay's got to win that division. That roster's really not that bad. I mean, I know he's complaining about how they've drafted the last few years. They still have Devontae Adams. They still have Aaron Jones. They still have John Alexander. They still have a pretty good defense. It's not great, but it's good. It's Aaron Rodgers here. Green Bay wins that division.
Don't be surprised if the Vikings do make somewhat of a run in the
dark horse
division.
Team is the Minnesota.
Don't be surprised.
Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota.
Skull, baby. Kirk Cousins. You just never can trust on Kirk Cousins, but that's a good roster, a good offense. NFC South, gotta go Tampa. Tom Brady's gotta.
How about shout out Kyle Trask, go Gators.
Yes, sir.
Tom Brady saying he's a good quarterback.
Yeah,
right out there in the preseason.
Right, he's developing.
I cannot wait to watch him play.
Who you got for the
here's
West?
The hardest division. Last but not least, I'm going with the LA Rams for the AFC West. I think
the Rams.
The Niners are going to be good, but injuries on the Niners. Can Jimmy G stay healthy? How good is Trey Lance? I've heard hearing good things about Trey Lance, but he is a rookie, inexperienced. I'm going LA Rams. Sean McVay is going to toy with Stafford. He's going to love having Stafford. That offense is stacked.
No, we got to get those.
Stacker is more. No, Seattle can't.
I'm going with the Cardinals. The Cardinals are going to ball. K1 potential MVP season.
Okay.
You got an incredible receiving core. Your running back situation could be improved on, but it's not bad. You're building up your defense. You pick up J.J. Watt, a Hall of Fame pass rusher. Like, the Cardinals are building up their team and no one's talking about it. So I honestly think they might win the division.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, Johnny, you want to go pick quickly, go speed round you want to quick.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just go down. Okay, so we're in the NFC right now, but
Go NFC to AFC if you want.
Mine is the
the
same. Pretty much.
NFC, yeah, mine's almost the same. NFC East, I'm going, if Dak stays healthy, it's going to be the Cowboys. If not, I wouldn't be shocked to see
Washington football
maybe
team.
either Washington or somehow Jalen Hurts balls out for the Eagles, which would be really entertaining.
Yeah.
The North, Packers, potentially Vikings. The South, Bucks, obviously. AFC East, I think the Bills are right now the lock to do it.
Win it, yeah.
Would love to see the Dolphins pull it off, but it's going to be tough.
Bills are good.
The West, Chiefs, Chargers may get wild card. The AFC North, I think the Browns are a safe. Browns or Ravens? It's kind of a toss up.
The Ravens
it just depends on how they play this year, mainly against each other. And then the AFC South, I'm gonna go Titans because I really love that team. They're the most entertaining team in football in my eyes. So I really do like them for that division.
Yeah, I mean, Elliot, you want to go?
Yeah, for AFC East, I've got to go with the Patriots, even though the Bills are probably the better team right now. For the West, I got to go with the Chiefs just because, Patty Mahomes.
And Elliot, to interrupt you for a second, the only reason why the Bills are the better team is just the quarterback, in my opinion. It's just Josh Allen. I mean,
once we get better
they've
Cam
got
Newton
several
and Mac
better
Jones
players.
develop.
You gotta listen, Johnny, with the Patriots, it's like, okay, maybe Stephon Diggs is better than but like the Patriots defense is better than the Bills defense, in my opinion. It is stacked. Our defense
it is good. Yeah,
it's good.
Our defense has always been really
Bills
good.
offense is better. Josh Allen.
We're moving to a point where offense is what wins games, no longer defense.
I know.
So this
Who
is
can
a
put up the
complete
most
league
points?
flip. Yeah.
Let's see. The AFC North. I want to go with the Browns.
Yeah.
I think the Browns are going to be the sleeper pick out there. They did really well last year. I'm a big hopeful contender for the Browns. The South, I'm going to go with the Jags. I think they're going to do well with Trevor Lawrence.
That's just
I can see what Tim Tebow can do out there.
2 years down the line.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's see. The NFC division, NFC East, I got to go with the – it's tough. I'll go with the Eagles. I don't really know. I think they would be pretty good. The NFC West, I got to go with my Seahawks. The Seahawks are going to pull it out with Russell Wilson. If they don't pull it out, I think the Cardinals are going to go just like Johnny said. I don't think the Rams or the 49ers will have much of a chance. North,
they're nasty. I think the Rams are really good this year.
The North, I think Aaron Rodgers pulls Green Bay out of the division and into the title. The South, got to go with the Bucs. I think Tom Brady pulls off another good season with a nice offensive line and a good defense. So those are my picks.
Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals, the Cardinals are really good this year. I think anyone in that division can win. The NFC West is scary good, and all those teams can make the playoffs. But I don't see Seattle doing it because Seattle's team, it doesn't have a good
They're
team.
falling apart. The chemistry's out the door right now. Russell Wilson's not happy. But
He's not.
I do feel like this could be the season that we say, holy shit, Russell Wilson's the best QB in football.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if this is what happens.
He was the first part of last year. So
yeah, he did really well to start the season off.
So, I mean, the Cardinals really,
they lost the game.
Kyler Murray is my favorite quarterback in that division. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kyler Murray is so fun to watch. And who wouldn't want to see Kyler Murray dominate? I just think the Rams' defense is just so good, too. And Stafford is still really good. If you put Stafford's going to have so much fun with the McVay-Stafford duo. That's a dangerous duo, man. I'm just saying. Stafford has got an offensive coach with him. I just think you got to give the Rams a good chance. I really do think Elliott's at the back of the Eagles. I would not be surprised if Jalen Hurts does go like a Michael Vick kind of year, goes off. Oh, like, I don't know.
That's what I was thinking, especially with bringing in Devonta Smith. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you're finally getting weapons over there in Philly, so let's see what happens.
Jalen
They're a super
Rager, the
team.
Dallas Goddard. I mean, it's not a bad team. I mean, it could be better. The offensive line's kind of iffy, but Jalen Hurts can play with like it's just that he's a mobile quarterback. So I don't know. The Eagles team is not like I don't know, but no, I think it's Washington football team. If the second team in that division is Washington football team, that defense.
Yeah.
Because
They're really good.
Johnny, I'm surprised you're dishing the Washington football team because I know Ryan has had his moments, but this receiving corp that he has in Washington is good. You have Logan Thomas, you have Scary Terry and Terry McLaurin, you have Curtis Samuel who they just signed. I'm telling you, Antonio Gibson is a good like running back / receiver. If you give this,
you say that. But also, you forget to mention that every player you didn't name is a hole on their team. So it's either they have really good players or their team or the rest of them are terrible.
But where?
I mean, the O-line is not ideal. The defense.
They have Brandon Scher or whatever.
Defense is in development, but it's just not there yet. You need so much more to buff that up.
You have Landon. You have Landon Collins. You have. Trying to think.
I don't think it's enough yet for them. I like the Washington football team, but unless Dak gets hurt again, I think it's going to be the Cowboys. And I just like Eagles from an entertainment perspective.
The Eagles are fun to watch. Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback.
No,
With
John.
that being
What
said, though,
what about the Jaguars, though?
No, I can't. Too young. Picking them too young, man. That division is too good. The Titans are just too good. I mean, the Titans.
with that being said, again, about the Washington football team, PFT said he'd cut his hair if Fitzmagic led him to a playoff win. So I am kind of hoping for that. That would be awesome.
That would be crazy.
So,
I wouldn't like that, though. That would completely.
It'd be weird, but it would be
persona.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Would he also take off his glasses and do a video?
No. That's a HIPAA violation.
All right, and then again, breakdown. I'm sorry to interrupt. Let's talk a little about baseball. I'm in misery.
Yes, sir.
The Red Sox are falling apart.
Red Sox are a
Absolutely.
train wreck.
We
I love every second.
destroyed.
All
We
these
destroyed the
guys sitting
Tampa
out
Bay.
here in this podcast telling me, "Oh, the Yankees are
Oh,
terrible.
yeah.
They're so bad."
Because you have
guys
Just
have
now
so
looking
many
right over the shoulder.
overpaid
Red
players.
Sox fans.
Yeah,
are
because you
freaking
overpay
out.
a goddamn player in the freaking MLB. No shit. The Yankees and Dodgers should win the World Series. The Red Sox overpaid for almost
Hey,
no one.
Guess
We
what
got
the
Kyle
Yankees couldn't
Schwarber.
do?
Kyle
Pull off
Schwarber.
that Field of Dreams
Oh.
magic.
Pause. I'm pulling up the payrolls.
We haven't overpaid. J.D. Martinez. There you go. Devers. You guys have give me a Garrett Cole, Anthony Rizzo, Joey Gallo.
Literally, your team could be an all-star team in the for our country.
That's
country.
not true.
Yes.
I mean, any team could be for this country. What kind of statement is that? Any team could literally go to the Olympics and win the medal. That's such a dumb statement. We have the best players on the planet.
No,
No,
but
the
if all
Yankees
the
are
other
not
teams
looking
went
good. Let me
and
explain.
super team together in another country, they probably still wouldn't have beat them.
It'd be the
Because
Dodgers, though.
they literally
Dodgers
have the
are the
best
most
players
stacked.
in the
The Dodgers are the most stacked.
Dodgers are stacked, but let me explain the Yankees real quick. The Yankees are really annoying for me right now because I, as a fan, like watching them when they know how to hit the ball. But lately it seems like we're getting into this rhythm where we swing at one pitch every at bat, and then it's usually outside the zone. Or we somehow make contact and it is somehow a homer. So the Yankees do or die by the long ball. They can't get on base any other way. Like, it's driving me insane. Like watching. All right, let's move into the Field of Dreams game because that's kind of where I'm going to pull a lot of this from. First of all, the coolest thing the MLB has ever done that I've ever watched in my life. That was so awesome. Now,
I just got the chills.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was. I missed it because at the Pats game last night, but I heard it just
Yeah.
the game.
I
it
was double
walk-off.
TVing it.
Yeah. Now here's where I'm getting annoyed with the Yankees.
Were there any fans, by the way, at the game yesterday? No.
Yeah.
There were? Okay.
It
There
was
were
a
a
full
bunch.
stadium.
So the Yankees, to me right now, are making a lot of wrong moves. They made a lot of wrong moves for the trade deadline. We do not need Joey Gallo. We needed to trade for a real center fielder who knows how to get on base and hit the ball. We've had 10 people start in center field this year. It's a combined 197 batting average with 36 total RBIs.
Gosh.
Absolutely tragic performance, completely embarrassing for the franchise. But yet we go out and get Joey Gallo, who's batting 200 and is very, prone to not being able to hit the ball either. And we're going to toss him in center field. Like, yeah, he's a hell of an athlete, but he's not my ideal center fielder. And then the move that drives me insane that I tweeted about all night last night, if anyone follows my Twitter. Why do we have Andrew Heaney on a roster? Our pitching staff is pretty weak right now because all of us have COVID or torn UCLs. And then we trade for Andrew Heaney, who has never had below a 4.3 ERA in his entire career. This man throws batting practice in games that I watch him pitch. I would have Hall of Fame numbers if I was against him taking ABs. This dude is terrible. He seems like a nice guy, but dude, you're not it. You pitched your last pitch for the Yankees. At least you better have. But yeah, if you don't let up homers, you'd be a hell of a pitcher, though. I'll give you that. But you're just lobbing it in there during the middle of the zone to the White Sox of all teams, who are just crushing every pitch they see. So, like, as a Yankee fan, we made two moves that don't make sense to me. Like, yeah, Joey Gallo is cool and all. He can hit 40 homers if he makes contact. But Andrew Heaney is just a detriment to our team. He shouldn't be on our roster. His ERA before the game was like a 5.25. Afterward, it's at like a 6 right now. I've never seen someone on a roster with a 6 ERA. It's just like it's just so frustrating to watch them. But I will say I loved every second of the Field of Dreams game. It was one of the greatest games I've ever watched. If anyone were to walk it off on us, I'm glad it was Tim Anderson. I'm a big fan of his. But just the frustration with the Yankees front office and the moves they're making is just building up. Rizzo was a great move. Granted, he got COVID, so that sucks. But we don't need Gallo. We need someone in center field who's really good on defense and can get on base. We don't need Andrew Heaney. We need someone who actually knows how to pitch. You could sign me to a one-day contract for $100, and I'll probably put up better numbers than him. I don't know if that's true anymore, but I'd be willing to try it. So
yeah,
that's just what I have to say.
Deal.
But yeah,
I would say though, like I was looking at some pictures. I have to maybe I'll like watch the game, rewatch it because I recorded it. It looked cool. Like that's a cool in the mid like. Like
that walk-off home run.
You know what though?
By Tim Anderson
I've
was the
always said
coolest thing ever.
With the fireworks in the
I
background.
go to school in the Midwest. I go to school in the Midwest. The Midwest is actually very pretty, but like in a very different way. It's just when the sun is overlooking the corn, it's very pretty. Like it's at night, the sun goes down. I was seeing some pictures. It's beautiful with the corn in the back. It was cool. Like it was pretty. Like that's like America. Like you want to talk about that's what makes America. Like that's one of the the Midwest is one of the backbones of America. And in fact, we had a game in the middle of deadbeat Iowa. I thought it was kind of cool. Like that's what represents America right there. Like dreams, Field of Dreams. Like
it was incredible.
Like that. I just think that's cool. Like I don't know. Like I'm a Midwest person. I don't know if I'd want to live there, but it's cheaper to live there. So I am a Midwest advocate, and I do think there's a lot of beauty other than tornadoes suck. That's freak. I am freaked out by tornadoes, but this is just so pretty. I don't know. I think it was such a cool concept. Like that might have been cooler than any outdoor hockey game or something. That was cool looking at the picture.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the pinnacle of just baseball in general. The Field of Dreams field is what comes to mind to a lot of people. So checking off bucket list items like this is awesome. Watching this happen, watching them walk out of the corn onto the field to play,
That was
Like,
so
that's
cool.
just something you dream of as a kid when you watch these movies, when you're playing baseball. And it's just the coolest thing I've ever seen the MLB do. It really is. I was just so happy with every single second of it, despite the Yankees losing. Like, it was poetic. The White Sox walk it off in a game that's meant for them. It's just the way it is.
The West. I mean, it just. Where do you think? What else? After this game, where can the MLB take this after? You think they do another game there?
So
To
I've
the
heard
moon.
that the Cubs are also going to start playing games there. And what I would like to have it be is just a neutral spot for random games or series throughout the year.
That would be pretty cool.
Because it's not like, yeah, it's based around the White Sox with the movie,
Should we not
but
overdo it?
like I feel like you now have a stadium in Iowa that you can just have games at, have new fans come in and watch. It doesn't have to be the White Sox every time. It can be just two different teams.
Could you do something like other parts of the country? Maybe like put a game like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think. Like,
I mean, yeah, you definitely could, but just this is a bucket list item, not only for fans to see, but for MLB players to play at. And if you withhold one team, or only keep around one of the teams and have other teams come in and play, like that kind of sucks for everyone else involved in the league. Like, everyone should have the opportunity, if you play MLB baseball, to walk out of that corn onto the field
what were the
and
players
have
saying?
this happen.
What were the players saying? It must have been like, actually must have been like I bet you even like Aaron Judge and like they got.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, they were doing interviews all day yesterday, and they were just talking about how this has always been a dream for everyone. Like, you think baseball, you think Field of Dreams, you think playing catch with your dad on the field, you think walking out the corn. And the fact that these guys get to live their dream, like, that's awesome. Some people some people don't get to experience World Series wins or stuff like that. Honestly, this is so much cooler to me because this is just it's almost like a dream. It really is. It's just a dream. I would do anything to be
Yeah.
able to do that.
No, I'm asking you. I really am like a person that loves to like be creative when it comes to sports. Like, and it's like with hockey, I love how they do stadium series. I love how that's outside. I just want to know, like, could we do more things? Like,
Well, they already go outside of the country too, which is a really cool thing.
We've gone to Australia, I know, but like, where can we do? Could we do that? Like, let's build that. Let's do another cool like rural location like that, and just in the middle of goddamn nowhere, and just play a game.
Let's play a baseball game on ice.
Oh, yeah, right. And have skates on.
I've seen a couple interesting things with travel baseball. Like, there's one field where the infield is made of sand, and it's just on a beach, pretty much.
Yeah, do a
That'd be
baseball-
so
That's-
hard.
It's hard to do, but that's pretty cool. Just being creative and innovative is what's going to drive up the MLB, bring back all these new fans, introduce all these new people to the game. Like, the MLB is finally taking a step in the right direction marketing wise, and everyone just loves to see it. They really do. This is an event that's going to start a new age for the MLB, and I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, MLB's definitely been losing viewerships because it's an older
Mm-hmm.
sport. It drives a lot more towards older people. And introducing stuff like this is really cool, especially with the Field of Dreams showing kids what it is. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of kids like younger than us that don't even know what that is anymore. But,
Yeah, it's passed down from generations. It's an entertainment. It's film. So it gets passed down from generation to generation. And now you have the opportunity to not only go play on the original movie set, but also go watch MLB games there too and enjoy the actual ambiance that is the cornfield in Iowa and how everyone
seeing a
else
ball
like,
go
it's just awesome, man. It really
like
is.
350 feet out into the corn and just disappear.
Yeah. I'd spend all day looking for baseballs. All day. Like, that would be so cool. It
That's
really
awesome.
would.
Oh yeah, I mean, like there's certain. That's just. I think them coming out of the cornfield was like the coolest. Like the entrance, which that's sick. Like,
Yeah.
that's probably the cool. Like that's so. Cool.
I was so confused because Kevin Costner was walking around looking all confused, and then it's
Was
just
he
like it
there?
blurs him out and then focuses. Yeah, he walked out first, So you walk down, and you're just walking around the field, like looking lost, building up some drama or something. Then he stops looking. He's looking out this way, and you see the corn rustling in the back. All of a sudden, you see players come out 4x4, just walking onto the field for this, and it's unbelievable to watch. I literally have goosebumps talking about it.
Also, if you haven't seen Field of Dreams, go watch it now.
Yeah, that's a priority for you.
If for like classic, we should do. You know what we need to do one day, guys? Do like best sports movies, like best base. Like every guy's seen Bad News Bears. That's pretty funny too.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I mean, you name a baseball movie, I've seen it. Like
you can watch Field of Dreams for free on Peacock.
Yeah,
you can.
If you have Xfinity, put it on right now. What are other baseball movies? There's the Angel one. What's it called?
Sandlot.
Angel's
1
in the
through
outfield.
3.
Sandlot.
Major League, Little Big League.
Moneyball.
I mean, all these movies. Moneyball.
Mhm.
There's just so much. Like, even if you're not a big
Sandlot.
baseball guy, like, it's a movie. It's not just strictly baseball. Like Trouble with the Curve was awesome. Benchwarmers. All this stuff is so cool.
Benchwarmers 2.
Do a movie. Do like where Sandlot was. That would be kind of cool.
So that's what I was thinking about. But I looked
Sandlot's
it up,
so
and the Sandlot
small.
is like it's covered up now. Like it's not still there.
Damn, I was like.
It's also like a little league field.
Yeah, there's no like fencing or anything.
Extend it, make it big. That'd be sick. I don't know, maybe.
So that sucks because I really thought that would be a cool thing to do too. Because you always, if you played outside with your friends at all, you'd always have that one field you'd go to, and like doing the Sandlot would be awesome.
No, I heard. Ready, guys? I'm gonna read you a couple. Like, so after the Field of Dreams, this is what the CBS said. It says like 5 new places they could play. Dominican Republic is number 1. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
that would be
makes sense.
Awesome.
RBI program games. So what does that mean?
What?
It just says. Oh, here I'll just get back to that. Aruba in Colorado.
Awesome.
Aruba.
They could play. They say Cooperstown. Have a game in Cooperstown. That'd be cool.
Yes,
that would be.
Yes, cool. Absolutely.
That'd be
absolutely cool. Has to happen.
A Cooperstown game, and then ready. They said the Sandlot. People are calling for the Sandlot. They want a Sandlot game.
It's literally the most iconic baseball movie ever made.
One of them. I would say it's tied with Field of Dreams, in my eyes. But
guys, how cool would that be? Like it's like they don't even like make it grass. It's like yellow like that. It'd be so cool though, like a Sandlot.
Oh, it would be awesome.
That's what makes it cool. Like an old rundown Little League field, but make it into an like. Don't make the field look green. Just have it like yellow, like the movie is. But like have like a little diamond and make it bigger. Obviously redo it, put some stands. But like that's what I'm saying. That'd be so. And here's my thing. It takes place in the 50s, right? Or the movie, right? It's 50s.
Throwback uniforms.
The 50s. What they do is have 50s. Have like 19.
Those hats that are like flat bill.
Yeah, have the flat hats and then have the players, and then have like even the outfield have like the old 1950s look, like the old like. Cigarette ad. That'd just be cool.
Yeah,
like
just rebuild it.
Rebuild
the
that
same way.
Cool.
Like that would be awesome.
Make it like a 50s stadium or something. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
You know, I would love that for like them to like rebuild like make a stadium like a replica of a 50s stadium, like Forbes Field. Like that'd be so cool to play.
Yeah.
Because you know in MLB The Show, you can play in the old stadiums like Polo Grounds, Forbes Field, the old Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
You can. So why not? Do that with the Sandlot though. Going back to that, make it into this like cool like vibe, like 50s like vibe, like the movie is. That'd be awesome. But
I would love that. That'd be so cool.
So you guys want to get to the draft?
Yeah, I guess we probably should. Today's draft is the most inspirational athletes. We're gonna put it. Should we go down to 3 rounds today?
Yes.
Yeah, we're a little busy. The order is Ben, then Elliot, then myself. So, Ben, you are officially on the clock.
All right, for inspirational, we'll make this quick. I gotta go with TB12, baby. I mean, he's the GOAT.
Yeah, makes sense.
Work ethic, his story coming out of college is just inspirational to any athlete that wants to make it in any sport. So keep going.
I gotta go with LeBron James, rags to riches. Turning into one of the best all time, and also having business outside of the NBA, trying to start up schools in low-income areas, all that type of stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah. First pick I'm going to do is Pat Tillman. You can't overlook it. Dude's the ultimate patriot, played in the NFL, went to serve overseas, unfortunately lost his life.
Was a Pro Bowler.
Incredible story. If some of you don't know it, you need to go look it up. Dude's changed so many lives for so many people. Just incredible. Another one, Michael Jordan, gets cut from his high school team and then becomes the first billionaire athlete, best basketball player of all time. Just incredible. Like you guys said, rags to riches story. I mean, yeah, there's not much else to say than the dude just overcame.
I'm going to go with Kurt Warner. He has one of the biggest underdog stories in American sports history. He went from bagging groceries at a grocery store to becoming a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and he's inspired everyone from Tom Brady to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I gotta go. My second overall pick has got to be Kobe Bryant. I mean, that's surprised you guys didn't take him earlier. The way he touched so many players that played in the NBA, the way his death, the way people handled it. Like, I didn't even realize how inspirational he was to everyone. Not even NBA players, tennis players, football players. Everyone looked up to Kobe Bryant as like this iconic figure, which he was, and he had maybe he might have been actually the hardest working player of all time. All he did was work, and that's in his mantra was, "You work hard, you'll win," and that's what he did. Be the best. So, yeah.
What's your next pick?
Have you guys have ever seen
Not you. Ben's got one more.
Ben gets another one.
What was your final pick?
Ooh, we're slimming it down. I gotta go like as a hockey player. I'm not sure. I think for me, everyone hates him because he is a rat, but I gotta go with Brad Marchand, and I'll tell you why. And I know we have to get going here soon, but he is my size pretty much, 5'9", like a slight. I saw him in Boston 2 months ago. He's my height. He's like his body type. He's not like a big guy, and he is one of the best players in the NHL. He won a Stanley Cup. No one expected it. He's not afraid to, like, I played hockey. I'm a small guy. He was not, or like I'm average height, but he's small in the AHL. But he went out there. He fought PK Subban. He goes up against guys twice his size, not afraid to stand up against himself. Like he scores goals. He's one of the most skilled players in the league. He's not afraid of anyone. He plays tough and physical. You got to respect him, like, in that sense. He might be a little bit of a punk on the ice, but as a player, one of the best in the league. And he's not big, and he plays like a big man though. So,
yeah, that's awesome. My last pick is Michael Orr. I think if you guys don't know his story, you should go see The Blind Side. He had no parental supervision, and then all of a sudden his Mississippi family took him in and helped him out, gave him clothes, gave him a place to stay, and he ended up getting drafted. He went to college, and now he plays for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. With my final pick, if we don't mention him, who knows, or I guess without him, who knows how many people that we just talked about would be playing. Jackie Robinson changed sports forever. The greatest story, arguably in MLB, maybe sports history. Dude went through so much adversity, broke the color barrier, changed the way sports were played forever. He's numbers retired by everyone. He's a Hall of Famer, an absolute legend. I mean, there's not much to say. Dude's been an inspiration to so many young athletes, African-American and every other race as well. Like, dude's meant a lot to so many people, and he's changed everything about the sports industry.
Facts.
So without him, I mean, most of the people on this list, who knows where they'd be. So
some honorable mentions: Manny Pacquiao, coming from the Philippines.
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
Isaiah Thomas and the Celtics, just because another one, just small, played like another guy worked his ass off. Isaiah Thomas.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
you may hate him, but Lance Armstrong, dude
Yeah.
overcame cancer.